I just got my first plants. She's a girl. I don't know what her name is, but I'm thinking snack time. Hello Snack Pack, welcome back to Travel Snacks. This episode is another day in the life of Travel Snacks. And in this video, we go plant shopping, I buy my first van plant, we eat a delicious poke burrito, and I do a little work in the van fixing up some of the trim. There's a lot packed into this episode, so let's jump right in. Ow. What is the temperature?
It's 25 degrees outside.
Yikes. So I was sleeping and I just hear this loud sound outside. It's like, ksh, ksh, ksh. I'm like, what is that? So I peek out my little side window here and it's a person next to me in their car just scraping the ice off of their windshield. Ice. I gotta say a gigantic shout out to my new friend Bob from Home Depot in the desert for installing my diesel heater, because it was kind of an afterthought, and if I didn't have this diesel heater I would have froze my buns off last night and many other nights. I never knew how... Am I in focus? Because I can't see. I never knew how freezing it was going to be in this tin can of a van. It's literally like being in a ice cold Coke can. And this heater has just been the MVP of this van. All right, so today I need to finish up this trim and I'm going to see if I can find a plant, because I think this is starting to shape up and I need to get a little decor in here. And in the middle of the night, I had to rig up this shirt as my nose cover because I didn't feel like getting out of bed and I could just reach up here and get whatever shirt I could find. And my nose was frozen. I still need to make a nose warmer. I'm not even kidding. That's going to be in my merch store when I start selling merch. It's going to be nose warmers. I don't know if I have an abnormally cold nose from everyone else, but my nose just gets... My nose is... sticks out. Maybe it's like a pole and it just latches and the cold air just latches onto it. I don't know. What's for breakfast? All right, let's get it popping. Today is a Starbucks day. I got my iced coffee, 5 pumps of classic liquid sugar and extra cream, and bacon Gouda, but I always take the bacon off. Well, not always. The reason I get to have this today is because of a new snack pack friend named Shanine, who sent me this awesome $25 gift card to my email address. And it was like such a delightful surprise. I love it. I love the card, I love the sentiment, and I love Starbucks. So thank you, Shanine. P.S. Without even eating this or drinking that drink, I can give it 5 snack bags because this is my order of choice whenever I go to Starbucks. If you're watching this video on the day it drops, it's Valentine's Day, the day of love. You know what I would love? If you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And go ahead, you know you want to hit that like button. Oh, look at these cute little lemon tines. It's too cold. It's too cold. These poor little plants. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try, I think, one more little nursery. I'm looking for, like, I think it's called a spider plant. Apparently those are great for low light situations. Whatever plant I put in this van has to be a strong little thing because it doesn't get a lot of natural light in here because the window coverings are up a lot of times. And I'm probably not that great with plants. So I need something that's gonna really withstand. So maybe I'm gonna get like a succulent. So I'm gonna go over to another nursery and talk to the person and see what they think. Also, I need to find a fairly small plant because I don't want it to be growing like 5 feet in the van. So once I got into Callaway's, I went to the girl at the counter and I was like, I live in a van. I'm trying to find some plants that are going to work well, that's not going to get very much sun. So she pointed me to these very few options. This first one is called a snake plant, and I don't really like the yellow on there. So I was like, nah, and plus I don't want to have any snakes in my van. These next one, I don't know what they're called, but actually I'll show it right now. And that was another option for inside the van. And then I asked her about succulents and she's like, there's only a few succulents that would work well in a van with shade, and these little ones over here. Now, if it's squishy, then you know it needs to be watered. There wasn't very many options, and these are very sweet and cute, but they didn't have a lot of colorful ones that I wanted, and plus they were like $4 each. I'm like, oh no. Then there was these aloe vera plants. They were a little bit bigger, but then I saw these ones in the center and I was like, ooh, they're so cute, plus they're medicinal. So I thought maybe that would be a good option. Plus they were only like $3. So I thought this might be the way to go for a first plant. And so welcome to the van family. This is the one I chose. And then I just walked around a little bit to see what other plants there were. I know that I'm not gonna be able to get any of these in my van because they're just way too big and they need full sun. But this one I fell in love with, silver carpet lamb's ear, and it felt so soft like fur. And they have these other varieties as well, and they all feel very soft like a blanket. Even this one with the little white patches I really liked. There was also a couple other different options that just need maybe half shade. This Selaganella, and then also these little baby cabbages that I thought were so cute and colorful. But I have to do a little more research to see if those two would work in the van. But for now, I just got my first plants. Aloe vera. She's a girl. I don't know what her name is, but I'm thinking Alex. Is that a cute name for aloe vera? Alex? Isn't it funny how I can name a plant faster than I can name my van? Lunchtime. So I wanted something different from fast food because I'm really burnt out off of it. And I'm gonna start cooking in the van soon, but today was not that day. It's freezing. But I wanted something a little more fresh. So I went to a place called Poke Works. And I've had poke bowls before. The best one I ever had was in Argentina and in Buenos Aires. And it was the best thing I ever had. I had it like 52 times. But obviously I can't get that. So I've been trying to get that flavor in a lot of different places in America, and I still haven't. So I'm a little iffy on poke bowls, but today I thought I would try a poke burrito since I'm in Texas. It's not a tortilla, it's a seaweed wrap. So it's like a gigantic sushi roll. You could either make it a bowl or one of these wraps, and I thought this would be fun to try this way. And you get unlimited toppings except for the avocados. $1.50 extra. But listen, gotta have the avocado on this. I guess this is a chain because there was a lot of different locations across the US. How do I get to this? The bottom is open, so I have to leave the wrapper on. I got it with sushi rice, salmon, sweet soy sauce, cucumbers, edamame, wonton strips, some other stuff, I don't know, but it looks delicious. Get all this paper out of the way. That is delightful. That's a good flavor. Very good. Tastes fresh, not fast foody. I like this a lot. The combination of flavors is like kind of creamy. I recommend this, and I give this 4.5 snack bags. I gotta figure out the rating system for this, but it's very good. That was delicious. And you want to know such a great feeling? I can put the second half in my fridge so I can eat it for dinner later. Bam. Okay, I gotta get over to Dollar Tree, get a couple things, and then I gotta work on this trim. And now I'm going to try to finish all the trim work, all the edge work around that you could see, like the wool and stuff, because I gotta get this done so I can leave Dallas at some point. But it's 25 degrees outside, so I'm just gonna try to get it done. It's cold in here, but now that I have my window coverings, I think it is helping a little. I didn't know if it was gonna help at all, but I think it is helping a little. This is before I did all the caulking and painting. I did a little caulking on this one though. And obviously I haven't done this one yet up here. This one hasn't been done at all. You could see all the wool and the exposed edge. And there's like a wire loom. This one I've already done. It's not the best caulking job. I might add some more, but at least it's sealed on the ends. And this one's partially done. I gotta fill in that gap. I have to paint this because I had to pry the piece of wood off of it. I didn't like the trim that I used first. When doing the trim, I needed a lot of paper towels because the caulking and the glue would get all over my hands. And so I glued 2 of the pieces together and then stuck it into the crevice. And the wool behind it kept pressing it back out, but I just used some of this heavy duty adhesive and squished it in there. But then it just kept popping out, so I was like, I need some shims. So I had a couple extra pieces that I brought from my parents' house, and I just kind of squeezed it in, tried different things, and then I ended up putting just a pencil up at the top to hold it in place. Now here's what each of the 4 corners looks like after the fact. This one is the one that you saw right then. I did do a little caulking, but I need to fill that in. This one was the one that was already done, but I used a little more caulking on there. This one I still need to do some caulking and painting on. And then this final one I still need to do more caulking on as well. I was gonna do all this painting and caulking, but it's Valentine's Day and I woke up to major snow and ice, and it is just too cold to be going up and down the stairs to get the paint and stuff from my son's house. So that's going to be the end of that.